everyone. I'm back for another electrolysis slash laser hair removal update. I know it's been a while since I've made a video at all. I've just been really busy and didn't really have the time to make a video. Plus, I didn't really know what to say. But now I kind of have a bit of an update on the laser hair removal and the electrolysis. I believe I've only done one video about the laser hair removal so far. And that point, I think I had only had one treatment done. At this point in time, it is like May 18th or something. I have had 3 treatments of laser and 2 treatments of electrolysis. So basically, I'll just show you what my arm looks like. I had laser done 2 weeks and 2 days ago or so. That was my 3rd treatment of laser. I had electrolysis done 2 days ago. And then also the first treatment of electrolysis done 2 weeks ago. Same day I had the laser treatment. So this is what you can clearly see where the hair is there and it stops right there. So my whole forearm from here this way on this side is where the laser is being done. The first 2 treatments of laser was like all the way around my arm and that was fine. But because the hairs on this part of my arm, this little chunk of my arm here, which is going to be my urethra, is the most important part that the hair has to be removed from. And also, I have very fine, light hairs there that are not really able to be picked up by the laser. So electrolysis is kind of the only option for that section, and it's fine anyway. We did a couple treatments of laser on that, and now it's time to just move on to electrolysis. But I'm continuing with the laser on the rest of my arm, which is where, as you can see on this arm, that the dark hairs are. And so the laser is going really, really well. You can see it's been a couple weeks now, and there's still like very, very minimal hair there compared to like, I don't even know if you can see the hair that's on the top there. That hair there is a clear, distinct nakedness, which wasn't happening before. Usually after the laser treatment, like immediately after, I would see some hair growth, but this time it took a couple weeks to see any growth at all. And my next laser appointment is 8 weeks out from my last one, so about 6 weeks from now. I'm pretty happy with where how I'm on track with the laser on the main part of my forearm. That part I can have surgery if that is not completely hairless. It's not super important. Like they said, try and get rid of as much as possible, but you can have surgery, at least with the surgeon I'm going to, without that being completely absent of hair, because you can go in after surgery on the phallus and get rid of any hair that is still there if you need to or want to. But I'm pretty satisfied with where it's going with that. The laser is a lot cheaper than electrolysis, so it's and also faster and less painful. So it's better for me to just keep going with the laser. And if it all doesn't get removed before I have to have surgery, then it's not that big a deal. I'd rather take surgery date than put off doing it in fear of having to have hair removal on my new phallus. But anyway, as for the electrolysis, this is a few days after, and as you can see, I have some significant redness. Those are all, I'm trying to get these ones on camera too, it's hard to see. Yeah, all of the little dots you're seeing are all of the individual needle points. Because if you don't know, electrolysis is when they take a needle, they put it into each and every follicle, and they zap with a electric current into each follicle, and then they take tweezers and pull the hair out. So it is painful. I do have numbing cream for that. The laser treatment, I mean, I'm at the really high voltage or whatever you want to call it at this point. So it stings. It doesn't really hurt that much. I don't use the numbing cream for the laser treatment, but for the electrolysis, I definitely do, because it is like the pain of the laser, but in each individual follicle. And when you're sitting there for a while, it gets really painful. So, also, as you can tell, like my skin hates it. My skin doesn't like the laser either. After the laser treatment, I get like wicked, nasty, like blisters and redness and stuff. and all you can do is ice it to get rid of the residual heat and put aloe on it and try and moisturize it and get everything down. But this is a few days after, and it's looking a lot better. All of these little individual points were all like super swollen and insane looking. And my first treatment of electrolysis that lasted over a week with that swelling, whereas this has now gone down after only like 2 days. So yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. I think I'm taking care of it well. My technician said there's really nothing I can do about it. My skin doesn't like it, but if you don't keep the voltage up or the intensity up, then it defeats the entire purpose of the process because it's not going to get rid of the hair. So yeah, I just need to take care of my skin and hope that it um, continues to the swelling to go down and everything. Yeah, and I'm just being careful with sunburn because if you get a tan or a sunburn, at least at the place I'm going to, they will not do laser if your skin color changes too drastically. Yeah, I'm just being really cautious about this arm and keeping it full of sunscreen and making sure that it's not being exposed to anything that will cause the treatment to have to be delayed. Um, as far as the numbing cream, I have no idea if this is Canadian specific or anything, but I'm just getting the EMLA cream. I believe this is over the counter medication. All you're looking for is something with lidocaine in it. I don't even know if you can read that. Because the lidocaine is what is the numbing factor in the medication. So my health insurance covers this medication if I get it prescribed. So I just called my doctor and asked if it was possible for her to prescribe the EMLA cream to me. And so I only pay like $2 for it each time I have to get it. And this little tube is what it is. And this tube lasts like 3 treatments of electrolysis because I put it pretty much like on the space that it needs to be, the little strip there where the urethra is coming from, and then also slightly to the sides just to get rid of any hairs that might overhang into that region. But yeah, so this will last me like 3 treatments, and I'm only paying like $2 for it. It's not very expensive to begin with, so if you don't have coverage, I think it's like $18 or $12 or something like that. So it's not like breaking the bank if you need to buy it out of pocket. I would just obviously prefer to not pay for it if I can. So because I'm already paying for the electrolysis and the laser treatment. So yeah, it's not cheap. It is quite expensive. But I mean, it has to get done, and I'm working on seeing if my insurance will cover it. I've been in contact with someone from my insurance, and they said that it's based on the qualifications of the specific technician who is performing the service. So I will just have to submit the receipts and the coverage form and hope that the person who's doing the laser and electrolysis for me meets my insurance's requirements for performing the service. If not, like, I was prepared to pay out of pocket for it anyway. I saved up for it. I'm okay, but I would obviously prefer if my insurance would cover at least part of it because it is very expensive. But yeah, I just wanted to give an update because my arm, like, I don't know, I don't see a lot of people updating about the laser and electrolysis portion, but the ones that I do, I don't see their skin reacting the way that mine does. So I was a bit worried that like something was really wrong, but my technician assured me that like I just have sensitive skin. As long as I take care of it, it'll be fine. Yeah, so I'm going to continue. I do electrolysis now every 2 or 3 weeks, depending, and then laser is every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the hair regrowth. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is looking. Like you can very clearly see where the hair is like really stopping, and it's it's just looking up from here. So hopefully this will all just continue to be gone. Yeah, I need to contact my nurse to see, because I was told when I originally went for the consultation that I didn't have any hair in the urethra spot, which again is the most important spot to remove hair from. But in my file, my nurse said that it says very few hairs need to be removed, and so my technician has said she's removed all the dark hairs that she can see. Everything else you have to have a microscope or you have to like look in the light at a very specific angle to see, oh, there are very fine little hairs there. And um, so I need to contact my nurse and just clarify, like, are those needing to be removed, or am I wasting my money on hairs that aren't even going to cause a problem? Um, so yeah, I need to confirm that because my technician said she's removed all of the darker hairs, which potentially can grow back, and we'll have to do electrolysis on them again. But for the meantime, all that I'm left with in that important spot is those fine hairs that you need to look through in the light to see if you look really carefully. Um, yeah. Anyway, if you have any questions about the electrolysis or laser hair removal, please ask, because I kind of went into this pretty much blind. I had no idea of what to expect. So yeah, and if you have any questions, if you know you live kind of in my area or even just in Ontario in general, you have questions about the cost, and whatnot, then please let me know. I'll answer anything. I'm not shy about any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any topics you want me to discuss, whether they're phalloplasty related or not, please let me know. I'd be happy to make a video. I'm really looking to make videos, and I just can't think of anything to talk about that I think people would enjoy listening to. Um, so yeah, if you have anything you want me to talk about, please let me know. And thanks for watching. See ya.